Hey, what's going on, folks? This is Dimitri back again, and in this video we're gonna discuss another really good biblical idea, and how we can get another wise decisions made in our financial realm, in just being in prosperous and generous, and be in a better situation financially and start that journey, or if you're in the journey, you continue that journey in terms of making better decisions, even not even financial, just in general life. So what I love about even biblical principles, and I love about the Bible, is that this is very good, good instructions, even like that all in the Old Testament it says, and then in the New Testament it says, is like that it's a good examples that you can learn from, and that's what we are doing right here, so that we are learning how to live better lives, how to live greater lives. So not only in our just financial circle, but in any other circle. So it's a prosperous life. So, and that's how we can determine that. So let's get into it right here. To start, as we started our understanding, our discussions in terms of how be financially prosperous and financially educated people. So as well as not only financial, but just in general. So that's a very really good terminology Jesus is using in the Bible, where he healed the sick, or healed the lepers, where he made them whole. And that's where it's good understanding, where it's in all areas of our lives, not only just like financial, or just understanding in relationship wise or anything like that. So what's really good about this Bible is that is that, like I said in the beginning, is that it drives you into it gives you that understanding, not only be prosperous in that area or this area, but in the whole area, even though it does in the singular areas as well. But it encapsulates it so well that it gives you relatable areas as well, like the whole thing. So that's where we wanted to get into, and one that were struck me, I wanted to give you guys as a reference to contemplate and think about and meditate on, is that Psalm 32, and that is the verse 8. It says, I will instruct you, and it's a King James I read version from. I will instruct thee and teach thee in the way which thou shalt go. I will guide thee with my eye. Right? What is the writer of Psalm here is saying, is that, hey, the understanding of if people and having a relationship with God, it's not only about having a wise counsel, or it's obviously it's going to be a wise counsel if you spend time with God and stuff like that. It's just given. But this is specifically says to us is that our understanding and instructions is good, and then if we receive it, if we instruct, we get that understanding spending time with God. We get understanding spending time with people like Precious Faith. We get if we spend time getting instructions and listen to those instructions. This is what is really important, that we've been on that train of getting a counsel from other people, godly people who actually care about you, who cares about your life, and if it's a family, or if it's a spiritual family, but the people who in your primary circle, who actually genuinely cares about you, is where the people and obviously it's you need to also search around, where people actually, how people talk, what people talk. It's when you tune yourself, you're hey, okay, so what's the sum up of the things that I listen to, from the people that I spend time and listen to them. So what is the dominant idea that I get from them? It's a spending time with people who like complaining a lot, or some people complain a lot, or some people don't complain a lot, so or some people lift people up. So it's just understanding that concept, understanding the concept of teaching, and spending time with people who lift you up, who encourages you, pushing you further. It's not in the sense that like, oh yeah, you know, swim, like throw you into swimming pool, like swim or that or something like that. Like sometimes, like on rare occasions, sometimes it helps. You know, you either do or die or some type of situation, but and that's rare occasion. I'm not sure even if I experienced that in my situations just before, but like the better situation is where people you spending time with is that giving you counsel, encourage you, and to challenge you in a way that, like, you know, to stretch your to stretch yourself much more in terms of going for it, getting it done, you know, not giving up, things like that. You know, like there's a lot of, and obviously like a lot of us experience sometimes downfalls, or sometimes like thermostat is if you like, I would recommend watch the turning thermostat on my other video. I will link it here. But where you first of all, you turn your self thermostat on, but obviously there's a lot of outside influence. I mean, we can't control it really, but like obviously first and foremost is our control of our environment, how we perceive and stuff. But also, like, when you spend your time and get the counsel from the godly people and get the counsel of godly ways, and obviously this is the great counsel right here, right? So getting that is primary idea, and setting yourself up in the best way possible is because if you don't do that, like, you know, if you, for example, if from the best of ideas or best of intentions you want to go and do the right thing or things like that, but then you stumble upon people who really you know, taking like things about, like, think about themselves and think about you know, how to sneak around, do the shortcut, or like, I mean, I like sometimes shortcuts are good, but nonetheless the primary idea is that, like, you know, kind of sneak around, like you do not the right way, just hey, step on the toe or anything like that. Like that could be that those are red flags in terms of how you want to be proceeding stuff and perceiving those, hey, oh yeah, you gotta do this, or like, who doesn't care, they don't care, you know, like. But the best getting understanding is that getting blessed and getting or bless other people as well through the counsel, through the understanding to do the right way is the best idea. And that in here in Psalms is that person wants to proceed with instructions of other people, and if you get instructed, I get instructed in the right way, right? So that will teach us the ways, proper ways to do things, and guide us and be. And even God says, like, I'm gonna be your eye, or like my eye would be with you. So in other words, my just an idea of this video is just, hey, spend time with God, spend time with in your local church, you know, spend time with people like Precious Faith, where you get instructed, where you get fed with the word, you get blessed with the word, and you get counsel. If you have questions about like financial stuff or like just personal stuff, like, yeah, you obviously you can talk to them, right? You get shepherded by them and things like that. So in other words, being in the community where you can talk to other people, like, you know, there's a lot of notion going on, oh, be a single, being a lonely wolf, nomad, all that, you know, cool, great. But hey, like, just if we stop for a moment and think about it, okay, well, being a nomad, like, I mean, it's cool, but what if nomad had a question? So, you know, like, there's going to be a guess game at that point if they don't have any access to this, any access to any other points of communication. And that's where, like, okay, so, well, they start a guess game, and the guess game doesn't really get us to any point properly. But if there is instructions, well, obviously, if there's instructions to follow on how to do things, yeah, you're definitely going to be accomplishing much more, and in terms of what you want to do, rather than be singular and in a weird situation where it's not profitable or unknown. So to wrap this, to sum it up, guys, don't get discouraged in terms of like, hey, if I don't have people to communicate with, well, there's internet, obviously my channel. Send me a message, send me a comment down below. Anytime, I will be more than happy to answer. If you do have your local church, local folks, go for it, get communication and get the talks going and get the relationship building up. And this is one of the Bibles that one of the really great examples that I like is that it teaches us to build a relationship with like-minded precious people of faith, and then get stronger in terms of not only yourself, like, because you're also building yourself up as you talk with other people and people like precious faith. So, but you're also building a community, a strong community, and obviously doing the rare things. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this video, enjoyed this one. So I really enjoyed sharing it with you, the instructions that I give you, and they will teach us good things. So thank you guys for watching. My name is Dimitri, and if you guys don't like, or just you like watching me, like and subscribe down below. So it's really appreciated and helps out the channel a lot. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm out. See you next time. Bye bye.